Attention duelists. It is I, the guy, Phoenix, bringing you Master Duel Monday Watch and Learn 109. Let's see if we can break free from these Snake Eye Mirror matches. I doubt it. Oh, Nemlaria. Puts Nemlaria in the Pendulum Scale using her effect. Plays the Dreaming Tower from the deck, moves her to the extra deck. Dreaming Tower will get rid of 2 cards from their extra. Ash Blossom in response to the Dreaming Tower. Sets Red Reboot, Summon Limit, and passes. Summon Limit could go pretty hard here. Opponent activates Rhoda, getting Rescue Ace Airlifter. Summons the Airlifter. Airlifter will add Emergency. Nemlaria player not firing their Ash Blossom. Emergency is activated. Now Ash Blossom comes out. Now response from Duelist B. Moves to battle, punches with the Airlifter. Actually passes. Unexpected. Nemlaria draws evenly matched, attempts to use Dream Tower again. Gets to add 2 Dream Beasts, the Dream Defender Coet and Dream Devourer Reveal. Opponent activates Max C now. Reveal will then activate, summoning itself by removing 2. Max C did resolve. Reveal will then pitch the Coet, setting Nemlaria Repeater. Move to battle, swing over the Airlifter, and pass. Player summons another Airlifter, adding another Emergency. Then activates Bonfire, adding Snake Eyes Poplar. There it is. Poplar is added to hand. Its effect will activate. Summon Limit comes out. This will be the second summon. Emergency will chain to Summon Limit to resolve before it's in effect. Emergency summoning Turbulence, distributing their Airlifter. Summon Limit is in play. Poplar just stays there. Turbulence will attempt to use its effect. Repeater will chain, sending away their Reveal and negating Turbulence. Passes turn. Player draws Sweet Dreams Nemlaria, activates it, adding the Dream Defender Aurelio. Tower will banish 2 more, add 2 more to the hand. The Reveal Engrave will banish 3 from the extra deck, summon itself back, and move Nemlaria forward. Nemlaria will then banish a bunch of cards, return some of their own banished. Slowly. Sweet Dreams Nemlaria will return itself to the extra deck to put Nemlaria back in the extra deck. What is added back to the hand. Reveal will pitch Reveal. Set Nemlaria Louvre, and punch the face. Nemlaria might be running out of answers here. Opponent summons Poplar. Poplar adding Original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye. Then linking away for Relinquished Anima, pointing at the Reveal. Poplar put itself in the back row. Anima takes Reveal, gaining its stats, punch the face. Rescue Snake Eye sets 1 more in the back row. Nemlaria player just summoning Coet. Finishes a bunch to summon back a different Reveal. Swings. The tower will protect their monster from being destroyed by battle, and then Coet will punch the face. Summon Limit's doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Sinful Spoil Snake Eye will send away Poplar. Summon Rescue Ace Hydrant. Poplar was sent to Graveyard. Will attempt to activate. Nemlaria Louvre will activate. Special summoning in Nemlaria. Bring out the reality of Nemlaria. Realized. Opponent activates Extinguish in response to Dreaming Reality. Red Reboot to set the Extinguish and prevent it from resolving. The opponent sets a Contain in response to Red Reboot's effect resolving. Reality flips down their monster, and Louvre returns it to the hand. Passing to Nemlaria, activates another Sweet Dream, getting another Dreaming. Moves Nemlaria from the extra deck to the extra monster zone, banishes a bunch of cards, turns a bunch of their banished. Lethal on board. Move right to battle, punch the face, and punch the face again for game. While we do not approve of floodgates, we do approve of dunking on Snake Eye. So we'll let the summon limit pass this time. Labyrinth. Opponent activates Pressured Planet Raitsoeth, adding Kashtira Fenrir. Summon out the Fenrir. Fenrir attempt to use effect. Ash Blossom in response. Have the response to Ash Blossom? We do not. Fenrir negated. Raitsoeth will be removed from the field to summon Diabell Star from the hand. Diabell Star effect attempted to activate, hit by the Imperm. Duelist A's got answers. For how long? Duelist B sets 2 cards in the back row and passes. Probably shouldn't have set those in those zones in case, I don't know, Mechanites. Labyrinth player puts 1 in the back row, summons Ariana. Opponent activates their own Imperm, negating Ariana's effect. And it looks like Duelist B is about to take control of this duel. Fenrir will use its effect, banishing Ariana. Not looking good. Turn is passed. Fenrir will use its effect, adding Unicorn. Kashtira were never play tested. Snake Eye Ash is summoned, which adds Poplar. We go again. Poplar is add to hand, summons itself. It was summoned, it adds a card. It will then link itself away for Linkuriboh, then put itself in the back row. Welcome Labyrinth will activate in response to Poplar effect. Welcome Labyrinth, summoning Stovey Torby. Opponent activates Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, removing the Poplar, summoning Oak. Oak will use its effect, return Poplar to the field. Nibiru comes out, Stovey Torby will chain its effect, pitching itself and Nibiru. Then Called By will activate, targeting Stovey Torby, but not targeting Nibiru. Feels wrong. See how this plays out. Stovey Torby is negated. Nibiru tributes the board and doesn't give the opponent a token or itself. Player then summons Kashtira Unicorn, adding Kashtira Birth. Just a deck of engines. Activates the Birth. Birth brings back Fenrir. Seems fair. Unicorn will swing, banish the player's Chaos Angel. Fenrir with the follow-up. And pass turn. Duelist A, not getting a great draw, summons Ariana using her effect, adding Lady Labyrinth. Unicorn again ripping a card out of the extra deck, getting rid of the second Chaos Angel. And I think Duelist B's got this one. Snake Eye from the grave, banish itself, target Oak, add Ash to hand. Oak goes back to the deck, summons Ash. Ash adds Poplar, here goes again. In response to Poplar, Maxi will come out. Doesn't feel like it really matters. Duelist B has lethal on board. Poplar effect, Fenrir chaining to banish Ariana. Unicorn chaining to banish another card out the extra deck. Goodbye Unchained Soul of Rage. Goodbye Ariana. Poplar add Divine Temple. Snake Eye players can't read, extending the play further than they have to. Activates the temple, puts Flamebridge in the zone. Swing, swing, game. Hey, Snake Eye yet again. Summons Poplar. Opponent hits with the Imperm. I approve. But it's not done yet. Poplar links away for Linkuriboh. Poplar effect. Put itself in the back row. That's a Called By and passes. Opponent's turn. Activates Stake Your Soul, showing off Ash Blossom. Maxi fires off in response to the Ash, which you know they have. Ash Blossom, which was revealed to stop the Called By. Sorry, to stop the Maxi. But then I forgot they had Called By to stop the Ash Blossom. So I guess baited? It all shakes out. Maxi and Stake Your Soul resolve. Gets Vanquish Soul Raisin. Raisin add Jailong. Raisin will then show Jiaolong and Dr. Madlove, popping Linkuriboh. Jailong will summon itself. Be summoned, rather. Punches the face, not taking the Maxi challenge. One card in the back row. Stake Your Soul will return Raisin to the hand during the end step, and passes. Post A with all the answers they could ever want. Starters, rather. Activates Wanted, getting Diabellstar. Activate Bonfire, getting Ash. Summon the Snake Eye Ash. Ash to add Birch. Sends away their Poplar from the field to summon Diabellstar. Diabellstar effect, Poplar effect. Poplar back in the back row. Card is set. Then Vanquish Soul Snow Devil activates, showing off Raisin and Dr. Madlove. Burning the opponent for a bit, and then a bit more. Summon Raisin. Raisin was summoned. Add another Jianlong. Raisin effect. Show off Jiaolong and Dr. Madlove. Negating the effects of cards in its column, which was Ash. Opponent will chain Linkuriboh, tributing the Ash before Raisin can resolve. Duelist A activates Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, sending away their Poplar and others, getting out Jet Synchron. Birch goes away for Anima, pointing at Raisin. Stop putting cards in that zone. Wanted from the grave will banish itself. Turn a card, draw a card, activates Triple Attack Talent. Jianlong will activate to take control of one of the opponent's monsters. Nope, change battle position. Tactics will take Jianlong. Then the other one will reveal itself, summon itself, pop 2 cards. Nope, not pop 2. Getting ahead of myself. Those two will link away for Hida. And the opponent is playing fire. They've got Ash Blossom in their... No, Ash Blossom was moved. There's a Raisin in the grave. Jet Synchron, and then Diabellstar, which Jet Synchron came back by its own effect, sync together for Borreload Savage. Borreload Savage with Anima, weakest Borreload ever. Hida stealing Raisin. Hida and Linkuriboh make Promethean Princess. Promethean Princess, bring back the Oak. Oak target Jet Synchron, bring him back. Oak and Promethean Princess, both tributed to summon Flamberge. Flamberge effect. Slide Jianlong to the back row. Then, syncing together 3 monsters for level 10, Baron de Fleur, lethal on board. Snake Eye was not play tested. Swing, swing, swing game. Alright. No Snake Eye one time. Well, it's Despian. Haven't seen one of you in a while. Opponent summons Springgan's Kit, Despian Mirror. Kit adding Branded Fusion. Returning a card to their deck. Activate Branded Lost, then Branded Fusion. Sends away Fallen of Albaz and Bestial Rebellion, making Albion the Branded. Branded Lost effect, Albion will chain. Albion will fuse. Wow. Dramaturge of Despia, haven't seen him in forever, with Albaz for Lubellion the Searing. Branded Lost, getting Tri-Brigade Mercurier. Lubellion using its effect, pitching Bestial Saronir. Dramaturge's effect will chain for being used as fusion material. Putting itself back on the field. Lubellion will fuse itself with Fallen of Albaz, making Mirror Jade. Bestial Saronir will activate in the end step. Dramaturge will activate, negating Mirror Jade. Make weird choices. Bestial Lubellion will tribute Albion, summoning itself from the graveyard, then placing Branded Beast face up. Mirror Jade will activate its effect to send away Titaniclad, but not resolve its effect. That's why you did it. So Titaniclad will add a card during the end step. During the end step, Albion will set Brightest Blazing Branded King. Darnir will get him Guiding Quem. No, I was wrong. Titaniclad gets him Guiding Quem. Darnir not resolve? Or is he one of the ones that just does something immediate? It activated, but he didn't send anything. Weird. Make weird choices, Duelist B. Anyway, pretty full up board. Let's see what happens with this Super Poly in hand. Activate Super Poly off rip, pitching Tragedy, using the Dramaturge with the Mirror Jade, making Predaplant Dragostapelia. Mirror Jade will activate because it left the field to blow up the board during the end step. Guiding Quem will activate her effect, targeting the Mirror Jade. Dramaturge will activate for being used as fusion material. Called by the Grave activates, targeting the Mirror Jade. Branded Beast will activate, tributing one of their monsters, targeting Dragostapelia. Dragostapelia will then activate its effect, targeting Quem. Beast will pop Dragostapelia, so that Predaplant counter means nothing. Called by getting rid of the Mirror Jade, banishing it, negating its effect. Dramaturge of Despia brings itself back. Guiding Quem whiffs on target, Mirror Jade is negated. Bestial Rebellion in hand, sends itself away, add Bestial Druis Worm. Druis Worm effect, target Fallen of Albaz in the opponent's grave, banish it, summon self, then be tributed to bring back the Bestial Rebellion. Druis Worm was sent to graveyard, sends Dramaturge to graveyard. Rebellion will set their own branded Lost, swings over Guiding Quem. Main phase 2 sets 2 cards in the back row, Branded Retribution and Fusion Duplication. Passes turn, activates Fusion Duplication, targeting the opponent's branded fusion to copy it, sending away their own Fall of Albaz and Blazing Cartesia to make their own Albion. Branded Lost will activate because they fused. Albion will activate to do another fuse. It's the opponent's draw step. Your turn, our turn. Dragostapelia and Fallen of Albaz in their own graveyard are fused to make their own Mirror Jade. Branded Lost gets him a Mercurier, just like the opponent has. Now it's the opponent's turn, they move right to battle. Kit swings into Mirror Jade. They appear to have resigned themselves to their fate. Passes turn, lethal on board. Rebellion setting another Branded Lost, Bestial Magnumut banishing their own Despian Tragedy to summon itself. Its effect will activate, Tragedy will chain. Branded Regained, not a second Lost, I misspoke, they all look the same to me. Need my eyes checked. Regained, returning Tragedy. Tragedy's effect, adding Guiding Quem. Magnumut does nothing really. Quem is summoned, sends away a card. Swing Bestial Rebellion, swing Albion, and swing Magnumut for game. And here we have the Makonko. Not a bad opener for him. Opponent summons Speedroid Terrortop, adding Take Tomborg. Take Tomborg is summoned for controlling a wind monster. Those two will overlay for Totem Bird. I have never seen this card before in my life. When Spell Trap is activated, you can attach 2 materials, negate the activation. If you do destroy it, this card loses 300 attack while it has new materials. Alright, what are you going to do with it? Summons Mirror Sword Knight. Alright, so we're illusions. Thing. Mirror Sword Knight tributes itself. Summon Big Winged Berphomet. We'll add Gazelle, the illusion monster, and Chimera Fusion. Activate Chimera Fusion, using Big Wing Berphomet and Gazelle, King of Mythical Claws. Or Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. King of Phantom Beasts will activate. Gazelle, Mythical Claw will chain. Big Wing Berphomet, which is just fun to say, will chain. Big Wing, summon back the Mirror Sword Knight. Gazelle, add Cornfield Coatl. And Chimera, doesn't really do much of anything, but Coatl will activate, discarding itself. Adding another Mirror Sword Knight to the hand. Chimera Fusion will activate, adding itself to the hand, because it's in the graveyard, and they have a Chimera Flying Mythical Beast on the field, or in the graveyard. So, I got another Chimera Fusion. They set 2, and Chimera will then send the opponent's Pot of Extravagance to the graveyard. That's right, when it's summoned, it has that effect activate during the end step. Player will then activate Here's Effect to tribute Mirror Sword Knight. I'm actually getting wrongly ahead of myself. I should really practice. I might make an illusion deck. They look really fun and cool. So, it was not the Makanko effect to get rid of Sword Knight. It was Sword Knight's effect tributing itself for Big Wing Berfomet. Berfomet adding another Gazelle to hand, and another Chimera Fusion, so he's got 2. 1 in hand, might be 1 on board. Makanko player now activates Preparation of Rites, getting Ohime. Tributes their opponent's Xyz monster for Jizukiro, which, yeah, fair, it can negate a spell trap. I don't really know why they had these to begin with. I mean, it is just free special summons to make a rank 3, so I guess that's it. Still, weird tech choice. Jizukiro on board. Player activates Preparation of Rites, Ohime getting Great Makanko Ceremony. Discarding Hare. Activates Ceremony. Ohime is summoned. Opponent activates Chimera Fusion. In response to Ohime hitting the board, fusing Big Wing, Gazelle, and Mirror Knight, making Guardian Chimera. Good response. 1 on board, 2 from hand means pop 1, draw 2. Big Wing Berfomet will activate. Gazelle will chain. Responsible chain blocking. Adds Nightmare Magician. Big Wing, summon back Mirror. Chimera, draw 2, pop 1. Great Makanko Ceremony will banish itself. Send away Mayowashi Dori. Mayowashi Dori will activate, targeting the Hare. Called by for the Hare. Illusion players got answers. Got more than a full grip. Guy's playing good. But Makanko player ain't done yet. Normal summon Nini, activate Makanko Reflection, targeting the Chimera. Cornfield Coatl will chain, banishing itself, which will negate the reflection. Makanko player passes turn. How does Illusion close this one out? Moves to battle. Swings over Nini. Mirror Sword Knight go direct. The Jizukiro they were gifted goes direct, and Guardian Chimera for the follow-up finish. Also, Guardian Chimera is on theme. Respect. Illusions are still technically a fusion archetype right now, which I do love fusing. Thoughts for later. Oof, rough opener from Duelist A, 2 TG Booster Raptors, 2 Maxis, and a TG Close. Opponent activates E Emergency Call, Royal Rare, adding a Royal Rare Stratos. Summon Stratos. Stratos adding Vision Hero Ferris. Ferris effect. Discarding Shadow Mist. Duelist A with the Maxi. Does it resolve? It does not. Ash Blossom response. Hero player is going to have no interruptions here. See how they set up. Also got the mate. And the board. Got his game on. Shadow Mist for being sent to graveyard will add Liquid Soldier. Ferris for being summoned will put Increase in the back row. Increase Tribute Ferris, summon itself forward. And then put Vion from the deck. Vion was summoned, send away another card, which will be a second increase. Vion banish Ferris, add Polymerization. Weird he sent away Increase instead of something else with Vion. Links this two together for Infernal Devicer. Alright. Devicer showing Elemental Hero Neos Kluger, which will add you Bell as its material, and Neos. Activates Polymerization, fusing Neos with Liquid Soldier. Make Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. Liquid Soldier effect, Infernal Rage chaining. Infernal Rage adding Favorite Contact. Liquid Soldier, drawing 2, dropping 1, pitching you Bell. Infernal Rage tributing itself, summoning the Sunrise, which will be treated as a summon of Fusion, so he gets Miracle Fusion. Then Infernal Devicer and Stratos will link together, make Wonder Driver, activates Miracle Fusion, fusing Infernal Rage with Liquid Soldier, making Absolute Zero in a zone that Wonder Driver points to. This will trigger Wonder Driver to reset Miracle Fusion, activates it, using Neos and Ubel, making Neos Kluger. That's one card, still has 4 in hand, passes turn. I think Duelist A is done for. Duelist A summons TG Gear Zombie, specials out Booster Raptor, sync the two together for TG Mighty Striker. Mighty Striker effect, adding TG All Clear, activates it. Opponent activates Favorite Contact. Max C chains to the Favorite Contact. Might as well get what you can. Infernal Wing and Neos are returned to summon Shining Neos. Player gets to add Tank Grub. Shining Neos popping the TG cards, Mighty Striker and All Clear. Mighty Striker will send away TG Metal Skeleton and passes with no monsters. Hero player saves his time, moves right to battle, swings with Shining Neos, pitches Neos. The Shining. One punch, finish. Finito. Well, I do love heroes. I don't think that was a great back and forth match to end off on, so we won't end there. Illusion Performapal. Activate Small World, showing Sword Mirror Knight. Getting rid of their Performapal Silverclaw. The overlap is dark. What's the overlap? Actually, what the... How did that resolve? The overlay between you two. I'm not going to pretend I understand Small World. It's an annoying card, and I don't use it. Anyway, he gets Edgem Chain off of that. Summons Gazelle, King of Mythical Claws, which will add Chimera Fusion. Activate Chimera Fusion, using the Gazelle with the Edgem Chain, making Chimera King of Phantom Beasts. Edgem Chain will activate, with Mythical Claw being the chain, and Chimera will activate during the end phase to rip a card. Gazelle getting Cornfield Coatl. Edgem Chain getting Freight for Patchwork. Activates the Patchwork, getting Polymerization and another Edgem Chain. Cornfield Coatl pitching itself, adding a Mirror Sword Knight to hand. Activates Polymerization, using the Chimera with the Mirror Sword Knight, making Baphomet Mythical King of Phantom Blades. His effect will activate, send away a Barrier Statue of the Abyss. The effect of Chimera Fusion will activate, returning itself to the hand and then being set. Chimera King of Phantom Beasts then rips out Kashtira Unicorn. He deserved that. During the opponent's turn, Chimera will banish itself, target the barrier statue, attempting to summon it. Maxi activates in response. Maxi resolves. Barrier statue on board. Opponent normal summons Kashtira Riseheart. Finishes some cards. Sets 2. Player activates Chimera Fusion, using Baphomet Cyframe Gear Gamma with Big Wing to make Guardian Chimera. 1 from field, 2 from hand. Draws 2, pops the Riseheart. Opponent activates Necro Valley. Too little, too late on that one, I'm afraid. Passes turn. Duelist B activates Macro Cosmos. Cosmos. You're a little filthy for that one. Chimera Fusion will attempt to activate. Stopped by Necro Valley. Player summons Edgem Chain. All monsters to attack mode. Swing the Barrier Statue. Swing the Edgemp. Swing the Guardian. Doesn't have as much counterplay this time. Passing turn to Duelist B. Barrier Statue still up. No monsters he can summon. Or no monsters he will summon. Player draws another Chimera Fusion. Moves right to battle. Saves his all time. Guardian Chimera for the game. I think I'm going to pull the trigger and make myself an illusion deck. But instead of pulling the trigger, right now I'm going to pull the plug on this stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this installment of Master Duel Monday Watch and Learn. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you all had good weekends. Have a good week going forward. Also, watch my podcast, The Karibos, where we talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Subs, dubs, manga, all of it. We are going to be starting Battle City coverage very soon. And you know everyone loves that. But check that out, The Career Bros, wherever you watch your great podcasts. Anyway, self promotion done. Bye.